Let's go ahead and give a round of applause to Deputy Briere.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for welcoming to your school and here to celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Well, again, I'm Deputy Briere with the United States Marshal Service. And how do you know that? Well, I carry this badge around. This cool badge lets you know I'm a US Marshal. And inside this badge has a very handsome picture of myself. You laughing at my picture? All right, all right. And I have a badge on my hip right next to my weapon, letting you know I'm a good guy, right? Yeah. I hope so. I keep that badge on my hip next to my weapon, letting everybody know that I am a good guy, I'm not a bad guy. All right, again, I'm Deputy Briere with the United States Marshal Service, and what I'm going to be doing, I pace around, I walk, I'll even come in between you guys, saying, get out of my way, get them out of my way, talking. So please, keep your eyes on me, stay focused, give me your attention, and we're going to have a good time this hour. Everybody got that? Yeah! All right. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to talk to you about what the Marshal Service is, when it was created, who started it, and our primary duties and responsibilities as the United States Marshal Service, and what we're doing to celebrate Red Ribbon Week, not just this week, but every week of the year, and combat drugs in our community. So, with that being said, the United States Marshal Service was created in 1789. It's a long time ago, a lot of Western wear being worn back in 1789. And it was created by a guy that nobody knows. Nobody knows him. George Washington. You guys know George Washington? Yeah. Who's George Washington? Ah, yeah, hey, smart group. So, George Washington created the United States Marshal Service in 1789. And our country was growing at that time. And there was a need to enforce the orders of the court, the rules, laws, and regulations. Just like when you guys go to school for the first day, you go into the class, your teachers have the rules posted up on the wall, and you need to learn the rules and be informed about the rules and how they apply to you. The marshals, that was our job, to enforce the orders of the court. So that's what we started doing in 1789. And as our country grew, as we got older, different laws, rules, regulations changed. And there was a time, for an example, there was a time in our country where all kids couldn't go to school together. If you were white, black, green, yellow, brown, whatever, there was a time in our country where some, and I'm just going to call them some dumb adults, thought that was a very bad idea. And so finally, the judges, lawyers, the community got together, and we said, you know what? Don't you think that's a dumb idea that all kids can't go to school together?
Yes.
I think that's silly. How about you, ma'am? You think they should all go to school together? Absolutely, yes. All right. Well, you know what? Let's make that happen. And the judges said, you know what? That's right. All kids, regardless of their color, should be able to go to school together. So the United States Marshal Service job was to make sure that kids went to school and they were safe. So guess what the marshals did? We went to school, guys. We went to school with the kids. Go ahead and stand up, ma'am. Let's go to school. Come on, let's go. Here we go. No, come on. Walk this way. And it's my job as a U.S. Marshal to make sure she's safe. She's going to school. Hey, what? Hey, sir, stand right there. Come this way. Hey, watch it. Come right here. Come. Stop. Watch it. Ladies, no trouble. We want no trouble out of you. No trouble. And it's my job, let's go this way, to make sure she stays safe and she goes to school. You can go back to your seat. Everybody clap for her. She did a good job. That was our job as the United States Marshal Service. And what we were doing there, we were enforcing the orders of the court. The court put out an order that all kids will go to school and they'll be safe. And so that's exactly what we did, buddy. We enforced the orders of the court. Now, judicial security. Another aspect of the Marshal Service is protecting the judges. So, what's your name, sir? Emilio? Emilio, stand up. We got Judge Emilio. Judge Emilio, come on, Judge. Come this way, please. We got Judge Emilio. And before Judge Emilio takes the bench to hold court, I'm going to make sure the courtroom is safe. I'm in position. Judge Emilio, take the bench. All rise. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Judge Emilio, tell him you may be seated. Everybody sit down. Listen up. No talking. No talking. Listen up. Give me your attention. No talking. Quiet while the judge is on the bench. No hats. Please take your hat off, ma'am. No hats. If you're wearing a hat, please take your hat off. Take your hat off. Thank you very much. Guess what I just did, guys? I took control of the courtroom. I made sure nobody was talking. Everybody removed their hats. Everybody stood up for the judge when Judge Emilio took the bench. Was I fair? Yes. Was I firm? Yes. Was I respectful? Yes. That's how I do my job, guys. That's exactly how I do my job. So I stand in court. Next to Judge Emilio, making sure the courtroom is in order. Everybody's dressed properly. Everybody's respectful. And Judge Emilio has court. Now, let's imagine this. Imagine this. We've got information that there's a drug dealer in the community. And they're a part of a gang. And what we do is different law enforcement agencies will work together to get all this information. And we're going to get that information and we're going to do a report. And on that report is going to detail all the offenses that drug dealer is doing and the gang members. And we're going to take that report and we're going to take it to Judge Emilio. Here you go, Judge. And he's going to read it over. And he's going to say, there's enough information on this report to go and arrest that individual. So he's going to give it back to me and he's going to sign it. And he's going to say, Deputy Briere, go arrest that gang member. And I'm going to say, okay, Judge, I got it. I'm going to go find him. Now I got to go into the community and find this drug dealer. And I've got information that this drug dealer, I've got an arrest warrant now, this drug dealer is bad. I mean bad. Big muscle guy. He's got a gang. He's just terrorizing the neighborhood selling drugs. I've got information that he's always going to Whataburger. He loves Whataburger. Who likes Whataburger? Raise your hand. All right, put your hand down. Put your hand down. So, I got information on Friday night. Friday night, he goes to Whataburger. Guess what we're going to do as marshals? We're going to Whataburger. And I got information at 8 o'clock. Never fails. 8 o'clock, he shows up to Whataburger. So I'm going to go with my other marshals. We're going to go at 6 o'clock. Okay, I want you to go to the front. You go to the back. I'm going to go inside. And first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to walk into Whataburger. I'm going to go to the counter. I would like the patty melt with a large Dr. Pepper, please. I'm going to get my patty melt with my Dr. Pepper. And, ooh, large fries. And onion. Can I get the onion rings? I'm going to get the onion rings. I'm going to get my tray. And I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have my buddy there with me. We're at Whataburger together. You want some of these fries, dude? You want some of these? All right. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the entire restaurant. And I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to have my mic and I'm talking to the other marshals. Anything in the back, ma'am? Anything? Has he showed up yet? Anything in the front? Okay. All right. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to eat my patty melt. And it's delicious. One of my favorites. Lick my fingers. All good. Wipe my hands in my pants, even though my mom tells me not to do that. All right, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to get my drink. Uh-oh. I see him. He's coming in. He's wearing a green sweater. A green sweater. All right? He's going to come into Whataburger. We see him. He's in the restaurant. Am I going to arrest him right there in the restaurant? No. You know why? Because I just saw him order a double burger with cheese and bacon and A1 thick and hearty sauce all over it. And he got the milkshake. He got the onion rings. He got the fries. And I'm going to let him eat, get fat and happy and slow and tired. And I'm going to sit in there. And as he's walking out to his car thinking, oh, I don't have a worry in the world, I'm going to see him. Sir, stand up right now on your feet. Let's go. US Marshals, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Let's go. Let's go. Hands behind your back. I got him. I got him. Here we go. We got him. Hands behind your back. Let's go, sir. Doing a good job, sir. You're doing a good job. I just found him. I just found him. I'm going to make the arrest. Now, what I have to do, I have to bring him in front of the judge. He's got to go in front of the judge. We're going to go see Judge Emilio. All rise. Everybody stand up. Keep your hands behind your back. When I tell you to turn around, okay? You're doing a good job. All right, everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. No talking. Court is in session. Court is in session. All right, our bad guy, and he's a leader of this gang that is ruthless. The Pink Panther gang. Oh, man, baddest gang out there. So he's in front of the judge. Judge Emilio's on the bench. Turn around. Hey, you need to face the judge. Face the judge. Go ahead and turn around again. So, hey, I told hands behind your back. You need to face the judge. You understand me? Do not turn around again. Show the judge respect. Now, was I fair? Was I firm? Was I respectful? That's how I got his cooperation. And guys, that is the exact way I do my job. That's how I do my job. Now imagine this. Imagine this. Come on over here, sir. Imagine if I took him to court and let's turn around. Hey, let's go to court, stupid. Come on, let's go. Hey, get in there. Hey, face the judge, ugly. Where'd you get that haircut? Oh my, hey, am I going to get his cooperation? He's going to try to beat me up. I don't want him to beat me up. So I'm going to be fair, I'm going to be firm, and I'm going to be respectful. So, we've got our fugitive. Hands behind your back, sir. Face the judge. Judge Emilio, here's the bad guy. We arrested him. All the court proceedings go through. He goes to trial, and now it's time for sentencing. And Judge Emilio, how many years are you going to put him in jail? 20 years. Ay, ay, ay. You're a tough judge. You're a tough judge. So now, turn around, sir. So now, hands behind your back. You're in jail. All right, now, you're doing a good job, by the way. Now, he's got to go to jail. He's got to go to jail. But Judge Emilio, guess what? All the way in Michigan, they want to see him because he's been dealing drugs there too. So you're going to order me. You're going to say, Marshal, send him to Michigan. How in the world am I going to get this guy to Michigan? Airplane? Car? Bus? Boat? Train? Helicopter? So, all right, listen up. I now have to take him to jail. So the way I'm going to take him to jail is we're going to go by car. I'm going to put him in the car, or we may go on a plane. We do that, guys. We go on the same planes you go on. You may have been on a plane with US Marshals on the plane with prisoners and didn't even know it. So we're going to send our bad guy to jail. Let's go into the green jail since you're wearing a green shirt. I took him to jail. Go and have a seat, buddy. Go and have a seat. So our bad guy is in jail. You're doing a good job being a bad guy. And you're doing a good job as Judge Emilio. So now our bad guy is in jail. But, really the information that I got it from what we call a source. There was a young lady that told me where he was and where he likes to eat Whataburger. She really helped me out. Go ahead and stand up, ma'am. What's your name?
Evelise.
What is it?
Evelise.
Evelise helped me out. Everybody that's wearing pink, stand up. If you're wearing pink, stand up. You're wearing pink, stand up. Everybody that's wearing pink, look at Evelise and go like this. We got a problem. We have a problem. Pink Panther gang, sit down. Pink Panther gang, sit down. Evelise, we got a problem. We've got a major problem. You help me out. You help me find this guy, and you're my witness, and this gang wants to hurt you. So what we're going to do, Evelise, is we're going to put you in another class, and we're going to change your name. You're going to go into the witness protection program. All right, what grade are you in now?
4th.
You want to go in 5th grade? Let's go. Come on. Evelise is now going to 5th grade. No longer is your name Evelise. How about your name is Marilyn? You want to be Marilyn? What name you want? Joanna. You're now Joanna. Come on, Joanna. We're going to send you to 5th grade now. Joanna is now 5th grade. New report card. Different lunch schedule. All right, Joanna. We'll see you later. All right. We got Joanna in the witness protection program. So she's in 5th grade. Come on, Joanna, come on. But you can sit right here for me, right here. That's called the witness protection program. And we do it on a much larger scale, typically more with adults. When we have an adult that is here, we're in what? What state are we in? What state are we in? What state? Ah, okay. So when we have somebody that's in Texas, what we'll do, we'll take that witness and maybe we'll send them to New York, California, Montana, somewhere separate. We'll change their name, their identity, their birth date, maybe your report card if we're lucky. We'll give you all A's. If you have all A's, we'll give you A pluses, whatever. We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure our witness stays safe. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, and I'm very proud of this. The United States Marshal Service has never had a witness get harmed under our watch. We have an absolute 100% success rate in protecting our witnesses as long as they follow our rules. Now, Pink Panther gang, stand up. Stand up, Pink Panther gang. Look at me. Look at me. Quiet down. Look at me. Enough. Enough talking. It's going to stop. And it's going to stop right now. We know who you are. We know where you live. We know what activities you're doing. And if you want to end up like the leader of your gang, keep it up. Because we're on to you. Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Sit down. Was I fair? Yes. Was I firm? Yes. Was I respectful? Yes. That's what we do. That's the job of the United States Marshal Service. So I'm going to go back to Joanna. Joanna, stand up. Joanna, you can stay in the Federal Witness Protection Program, stay in your 5th grade class, keep your name, the grades, everything, whatever you want, new lunch hour, and we'll make sure you're safe, and we'll protect you. Or you can go back to being Evelise, right? Or you can go back to your class and go back to your who you were. What would you like to do?
Go back to.
Okay, you can go back to your class. Let's give her a round of applause for helping out. She did a very good job. Very good job. A very good job. That's the Federal Witness Protection Program. Now, our drug dealer, our gangster, he doesn't look happy, does he? And I'm going to tell you why he's really not going to be happy. Tell me what is the coolest car in the world? Let me hear it. If you could have any car, what would you have? A Ferrari? A Ferrari. What color? What color? What color do you like? Blue. He says blue. Good choice. I like that. Good choice. Good choice. He's got a blue Ferrari. And he's got season pass, the Schlitterbahn at South Padre Island. And he's got a year pass to the movie theaters. He's got Mr. Gaddy's gift cards that are big time. And he's got, you like jet skis? Jet skis. He's got a mansion, everything. What we're going to do as the United States Marshal Service is, he's in jail, right? We're going to take all that stuff and we're going to sell it. We're going to sell the blue Ferrari. We're going to sell the jet skis. We're going to sell the season pass and everything. And that money is going to go back into the government, which is going to help us protect our witnesses. It's going to help us identify the gang members and do gang sweeps and arrest them. And it's going to help us buy more equipment. So that's asset forfeiture. That's a big word. You can go and have your seat, sir. You're out of jail. Let's give him a round of applause. He did a very good job. Good job, buddy. Very good job. Very good job. Now, Judge, we got the bad guy, right? Judge Emilio, we got the bad guy. We had our witness in the witness protection program, all right? We got the drug dealers, the cartel, all the stuff that they had. We seized it and we sold it, and all that's taken care of, Judge Emilio. But we got in the mail, we got a letter that somebody wants to hurt you. There's people out there that want to hurt you. So we need to protect you. And we're going to do a protective detail. Okay, Judge? All right, so it's time for the judge to go home. Why don't you go back to your seat, Judge? Ma'am, could you please step to the side? Step to the side. Please, please. Go back to your seat. I made sure the judge got home safe. I'm going to go home with the judge. And we're going to have marshals. Ma'am, can you get out to the front of the judge's house? Ma'am, you get to the back of the judge's house. And if you could please assist us. We know you have experience. If you could patrol the neighborhood. We're going to put a protective detail on the judge and make sure the judge is safe. So when the Judge Emilio, decides to go to HEB to do grocery shopping, guess where the marshals are going? HEB. We're going to HEB. Hopefully we get some buddy bucks, win a prize, right? So the judge, Judge Emilio, what is your favorite restaurant? Where do you like to go and eat? He likes Red Lobster. He likes Red Lobster. Me too. So guess where the marshals are going? Red Lobster. That's right. We're going to go to the Red Lobster restaurant. We're going to make sure we're going to get there early. I want one in the kitchen. I want one by the exit. We're going to make sure we got a booth already set up for the judge. We're going to make sure the menu is there. If the judge already knows what he wants to eat, we're going to order for him. And we're going to have that food brought there. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in there, not dressed in a suit. I'm going to go in there just like normal Joe Schmo going on a date. Want to go on a date? Let's go to Red Lobster, ma'am. Come on, we're going to go on a date. Here we go, Red Lobster. And I'm working. This is another marshal. I deputize her. Okay, let's have a seat here. Let's have a seat so we can see everything. And we're going to be in a position where I can see the judge. I can see the entire restaurant. Are you going to eat that? Let me get that shrimp. And I'm going to steal my date shrimps. And we're keeping our eyes out, in case we see any bad guys, anybody that wants to harm the judge. And if the judge needs to go to the bathroom, stand up, judge, go to the bathroom. You know what? I think I'm going to use the bathroom. Excuse me. We're going to the bathroom first. It's not the bathroom, Judge. Where's the bathroom? I'm just kidding. Go back to your seat. Judge is out of the bathroom. We've got marshals. some with suits, some not. And I'm going to go back to my date. The judge is going to want to leave. I'm going to get up before the judge goes, and I'm going to go to my date, and I'm going to say, I forgot my wallet. Can you get the bill? Can you get the bill?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, so our date is done. The judge is done, and the judge goes home, and we're going to make sure the vehicle pulls up front. Get the judge in the car. We're going to have a car in front, a car in the back. We're already going to have deputies at the judge's house. That's a protective detail. We do this, guys, all throughout the country and throughout the world. Throughout the world. We can go to China. We can go to Mexico. We can go to Italy. We can go wherever the judge is going. We're going to make sure the judge is safe. So eventually, listen up, listen up, listen up. Eventually, when we find out there's no longer a threat to the judge, that the judge is safe, we're going to call off the detail. We're going to say, Judge, there's no longer a threat. That individual is not going to harm you anymore. And the judge is going to say, fine, I'm tired of you marshals. You did a good job, but I'm going to Red Lobster alone now. That's a protective detail, judicial security. And that's what we do as United States Marshals. So we've talked about how the Marshal Service was created, who created it, 1789 by who?
George Washington.
All right. And about our job with fugitive operations, asset forfeiture, prisoner transportation, and judicial security, all that good stuff. Witness protection program. Let's talk about, we're here to celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Let's talk about a couple different ways. We'll save all the questions for the end. I promise I'll give you time. Let's talk about some different ways that we could say no to drugs, that we can remove ourselves from that situation. So imagine, you're with your buddy, right? And your buddy offers you drugs. You know what? I got a stomach ache right now. I got bad diarrhea, and I don't think it's a good time. Maybe another time, okay? I gotta go use the bathroom. Would that work?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely that would work. Or how about this? Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Hey, you want some drugs?
Man, it's not my thing. It's just not my thing. And you don't want to do that. We play sports together. You're only hurting your body, but you want to do it, that's up to you. For me, that's not my thing. I don't want to do it. Right?
Yeah.
Can we say no to drugs that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or how about this? What's up, dude?
Want some drugs?
Oh, man, no. We're about to go to the movies. We're about to go see Ninja Turtles. Why don't you come with us? You want to go?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, let's go see Ninja Turtles. Hey, we're going to see Ninja Turtles. You want to go? Sure. Come on. You want in? We're going to see Ninja Turtles. Oh, man, let's go, Ninja Turtles. Anybody want to go see Ninja Turtles? Ninja Turtles. Let's go, Ninja Turtles. Here we're going to see Ninja Turtles. All right. You having fun? Good. Nobody else? Just kidding. Sit down. Would that work? Would that work? Man, that was a funny moment. That part in the elevator where they start rapping or he farts when he gets stuck in. Oh, man. Too funny. Is that a way we could say no to drugs? It doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be like this. Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on?
Some drugs.
I don't want no drugs. You want to fight? Let's go. That coach is strong. Show it, coach. Show it. Let's see it. Oh, man. No. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to fight that coach. Guys, there's ways you can say no to drugs and be creative about it where you don't have to be in a fight. You don't have to be. This can be your friend. This could be your friend, and you could be like, hey, man, I know you're doing the drugs and everything, and I hate to see that. You're a cool dude, and people are going to look down on you. I still want to be your friend. We're cool. We grew up together, the same neighborhood. We play sports together. But if you're going to be doing drugs, I'm going to go find some different friends. If you're not going to be doing drugs, let's hang out. Let's do it. Cool?
Yeah.
Hey, look, all right, that's what I'm talking about. We got our secret handshake. You know, whatever. Guys, you don't have to lose your friends because of drugs. Be positive for your friends. Surround yourself with kids and young adults that aren't involved in drugs. Because I'm going to tell you what. You want to be a loser?
No.
Do drugs. You want to hang out with losers?
No.
Go around drugs. Go around drugs. Another thing. What goes with drugs? Gangs.
Beer.
I'm going to tell you what. The gangs, they walk through the neighborhood with their chest puffed out, that they're the baddest guys in the neighborhood. They're the toughest. They come in the neighborhood and they spray paint all over the walls and they sit there and say, we own this. We're bad. Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If you're going to be a gang member and you want to be the baddest gang member, okay, go ahead and do it. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you. You're going to end up in jail. There's no question about it. You will end up in jail. And if you're a gang member and you're in jail, there's going to be other gang members there. And you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to be a bad member in jail. So you're in jail with that gang mentality, walking tough, being tough, gang banging, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up in what we call the hole, solitary confinement. That means you're in a room by yourself 23 hours a day. And then maybe that 1 hour you'll be able to get out of your room to take a shower or exercise in a little cage. So let's really think about this. Right now, if you have hopes and dreams of being the baddest, meanest, toughest gang member alive, your ultimate goal is to be in a room for 23 hours a day by yourself. So everybody in the neighborhood could say, oh man, he was crazy. He was the toughest gang member, but we're going to Ninja Turtles. We're going to go watch this movie. So you want to be a gang member doing drugs just so everybody in the neighborhood could say you're tough and you end up in jail? And they're at home eating pizza, watching the Dallas Cowboys play football, Houston Texans, whatever. Guys, gangs and drugs is a recipe for disaster. It's failure. It's absolute failure. You want to be positive? You want to be positive, do something good with your life? Stay away from drugs and gangs. If I could give you one piece of advice to set yourselves up for success, I'm going to tell you, one thing I recommend to everybody, all kids, all teachers, all coaches, whatever, read. The better you can read, the more successful you are. I don't care if it's reading Sports Illustrated magazine, reading 17 magazine, whether it's Harry Potter books, your favorite book. I don't care if you're on the toilet reading the bathroom walls. Read. Because the more successful you are at reading, the more information you're going to comprehend, the better you'll be able to apply it. Because guess what? Whether you decide to go to college, whether you decide to go into the military, whether you decide to be a mechanic, a painter, or go sell makeup at Macy's, I don't care. The first thing is going to happen when you get to your job. They're going to hand you a book. They're going to say, this are the rules, this is your job, this is how you do it, you need to read it and know it. Guys, reading is number one. If you can read, I guarantee you'll be successful. Guaranteed. So we've talked, how much time we have left, ma'am? 10 minutes. We've talked a lot, and I know you guys, well, I've talked a lot. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking and pacing. You guys are probably following me around the whole gym, getting you seasick. I'm going to give this opportunity to answer questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. When I call on you, please stand up. Show me the respect and stand up. Ask your question loud so everybody can hear it. Yes, sir.
What is that vest for?
Good question, good question. What is this vest for? Well, remember when we sold the drug dealer's blue Ferrari and the slitter bond tickets and all that stuff? Well, all that money went to buying equipment. And I wear this vest whenever I go to make arrests. Is this 100% bulletproof? Nope. Nope, but it's a layer of protection. It's pretty heavy. You hear that? I have plates inside this vest. This vest is very heavy. I have a medical kit. I have a tourniquet. I have a taser, extra ammo, flashlight, pen, all sorts of different equipment. I have my name on there, US Marshal, because I want them to know I'm a good guy. It's a very good question. Yes, sir.
When you joined the Marshal, did he give you a book too?
You better believe it. You better believe it. Actually, when I joined the Marshal Service, the first thing that they told me, on your feet. Stood up out of my chair. Now get on your face. I got down in the push-up position. They set the tone just like that when I went to the academy. And I started exercising right away. And we had on our desk stacks of books that we had to read. All the rules, laws, regulations of the Marshal Service, and we had to learn them. And still learning. Every we call it quarter, 4 times a year we take tests in the Marshal Service. We do training. I take a fitness test every 6 months. Firearms qualifications every 6 months. So it's constant tests going on. Yes, ma'am.
When they gave you the test, they tell you questions that what you need to do when you
Like scenarios? Yes, ma'am. She asked when I got the test, were there scenarios? When we go to the academy in Glencoe, Georgia for 4 months, when we go to the academy, we'll have role playing and skits, and we have to pass the test to make sure we're doing our job the best we can. Yes, ma'am. Stand up, please. If I don't listen, if I don't follow the rules and the regulations and the policy of the Marshal Service, I'm not going to have a job. They're going to say, you can't work here. You're not going to follow our rules. Go find another job. Yes, sir.
Is your job hard?
Is my job hard? I won't say hard. I'm going to say challenging. Being a U.S. Marshal is very challenging because on a daily basis, soon as I show up to work, like this morning, well, first thing, I got a coffee and a breakfast taco. All right? And I wish I'd have had a donut. Everybody heard police like coffee and donuts? You heard that joke? It's true. 100% true. But like this morning, I got my coffee, my breakfast taco. I had to go pick up a prisoner from a McAllen jail. And I transported that prisoner to our cell block. I had to do a release-hold for a witness, material witness. I'm here talking in this school. Later, I'm going to go to court at Benson Tower. I'm going to stand in court. Possibly this afternoon, if they need help, they'll call me where I'll put on that vest and we'll go look for a fugitive. So we may do every aspect of the Marshal Service in one day, and it's very challenging. Yes, sir. Stand up, please. Stand up.
Do you use machine guns?
Machine guns. Yes, a very good question. Very good question. In the U.S. Marshals, do we use machine guns? We have different types of weapons, from shotguns to rifles to pistols, that we use. Very good question. Yes, ma'am.
What happens when the gang members are out of jail and they still start selling drugs?
Very good question. She asked, what happens when the gang members come out of jail and they start selling drugs again? We're going to arrest them, and we're going to monitor them. And they're going to have a probation officer. They're going to have to take drug tests. And if they don't follow the rules, we arrest them and put them back in jail. Yes, ma'am. I like that shirt. Snoopy, my favorite cartoon.
Do you check their pockets when they go to jail?
Yes, very good question. Do we check their pockets when they go to jail? Yes, we search the prisoners. When a prisoner comes to Benson Tower for federal court, when we pick up that prisoner, whatever jail they're in, we're going to search them. As soon as we get to Benson Tower, we search them again. We put them in a jail cell. Right before we take them to court, we search them. When they come down from court, guess what we do? Search them. When we transport them back to jail, guess what we do? Search them, search them, search them. There's been people that have hidden candy, hidden weapons, in every piece of clothing, in every piece of their body, to include their hair. Yep. Yes, ma'am. You guys are doing a good job standing up and asking your questions loud. Very respectful. I appreciate it. Very good question. I've been a US Marshal for 4 years now. 4 years. Before this, I was in the United States Air Force for 10 years. And the way I became a marshal, I went into the Air Force for 10 years. I got my bachelor's degree when I was in the Air Force. When I got out of the Air Force, I continued with school and got my master's degree. And then I applied for the Marshal Service, so 4 years. Thank you. Yes, sir.
What happens if they escape jail?
Very good question. What happens if they escape jail? Well, we start looking for them. And we're not going to stop looking for them until we, 1, make the arrest, or 2, we can prove that person is no longer living. Let's imagine this. Imagine you escape from jail and you go all the way to Japan. And you get arrested in Japan. And the Japanese police, they call the Marshal Service, say, Deputy Briere, we got that Dallas cowboy here. Right? He's over here in Japan. What are you going to do? We're going to come and get him. We're going to send marshals all the way to Japan, and we're going to escort that prisoner back to the United States. Very good question, sir. Yes, ma'am. Very good question. Very good question. It's not so much how many years. It's to qualify to be a U.S. Marshal, you either have to have local law enforcement experience, like McAllen Police Department, a combination of college or military experience. So you could have a little piece of all 3, and that will qualify you to be a U.S. Marshal. Yes, ma'am.
When a prisoner, is going to jail, do you always look for him until you find him?
Yes.
Like you always find him?
Very good question. It's called a case. Whenever we get assigned a case to find somebody, we'll keep that case open until we can either prove that the person is no longer living or they're arrested. Yes, ma'am.
What happens if you say no to drugs and the gangster wants to kill you?
I would keep as much distance from that gangster as possible. Yes, ma'am. Stand up, stand up.
What if a stranger did drugs and the drug just steal a kid and the drug hide a kid and then when you arrest him, they don't tell you where they had a kid?
We'll look for him. The question is, what if we're arresting a drug dealer and they hide a kid? We'll make sure we search the house and do our best to find the kid. Yes, sir. How many marshals can there be in a mission? Or we call it a detail assignment. We're going to take as many as we need to accomplish the task. If we're going to arrest somebody, I'm not going to do it by myself. I'm going to take 2, 3, 5, 7, however many it takes to make sure we're safe. Very good question. Yes, ma'am. Very good question. She asked, what if we search them and they do have a weapon? Well, we're going to remove that weapon as far away from them as possible, and we're going to store it in a safe, in the armory, to make sure we're safe. Yes, ma'am.
How many bad guys have you been arresting?
How many have I arrested? Oh, I have no idea. No idea how many I've arrested. I'll tell you a funny story. My very first arrest. I get to the job, and I'm like, oh, I'm new. I'm a US Marshal. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to go out on the street, go in the house, catch the bad guy. My very first arrest was a man, he says, I think I'm wanted. I think there's a warrant out for my arrest. I was like, oh, okay, well, turn around. I was like, man, this job's going to be easy. They're all different. They're all different. Okay, guys, I want to tell you right now, this was by far, the best school that I've done a presentation for. You guys, your participation, your respect, your attention to everything I was saying was absolutely awesome. I want you to continue doing what you're doing that you did today. Read, stay away from the drugs and the gangs, and be successful in everything that you do. Everything, give it 100%. I want to thank you very much for your time and attention. Thank you very much, ma'am.